Yo, what's up, money nerds? Let me ask you something, straight up. Do you ever feel like you're playing a game of Monopoly but with your real-life cash, and you just keep landing on Boardwalk with a hotel? It's frustrating, right? We're taught that money is all about spreadsheets, numbers, and logic. But what if I told you that's a load of malarkey? The real secret to getting your finances straight isn't about being a math whiz. It's all in your head. I just finished reading this absolute game changer of a book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and it totally blew my mind. Housel drops this truth bomb. Doing well with money has very little to do with how smart you are, and a whole lot to do with how you behave. It's about psychology, not intelligence. Think about it. You've seen brilliant people go broke, and you've probably heard stories of regular folks, janitors or secretaries, who somehow amassed millions. How does that happen? It's because our relationship with money is way more emotional than logical. We all have different experiences, different goals, and we're all playing a completely different money game. My version of financial risk is totally different from yours, and that's okay. There's no one-size-fits-all formula. One of the biggest takeaways for me was this idea that true wealth is what you do on C. We see the guy with the flashy car, the huge house, the designer clothes. We see their spending. What we don't see is their bank account, their brokerage statements, or their credit card debt. Wealth is the fancy car not purchased, the diamond not bought. It's the money in the bank that hasn't been converted into stuff yet. This leads to another huge point. Getting rich and staying rich are two completely different skills. Getting rich often requires taking risks, being optimistic, and putting yourself out there. But staying rich, that requires the opposite. It requires humility, fear, and the discipline to know that what got you here won't necessarily keep you here. It's about survival. And how do you survive and thrive? 2 words. Compounding interest. Yeah, I know. It sounds boring, but stick with me. It's like planting a tree. For years, it feels like nothing is happening. It's slow. It's tedious. But then, one day, you look up and you've got this giant, magnificent oak providing shade for everyone. That's what compounding does with your money. Small, consistent savings grow into a fortune over time, but you have to give it time. The biggest risk in the money game isn't aiming too low. It's not surviving long enough to let the magic of compounding work for you. Don't get knocked out of the game by making dumb, short-term bets. This brings me to our biggest enemy. Ego. Your ego is what whispers. You need that new car to show them you've made it. It's what makes you take on too much debt to keep up with the Joneses. Humility, on the other hand, says, I don't need to prove anything to anyone. The moment you stop trying to impress others is the moment you start building real, lasting wealth. It's about knowing what enough is. In a world that's always screaming for more, 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 having an internal sense of enough is a genuine superpower. It's the off switch for the hamster wheel of endless consumption. Ultimately, what's the whole point of this money game? Is it to have a bigger pile of cash than your neighbor? No. The ultimate goal of money is freedom. It's not about being able to buy fancy stuff, as Housel puts it. The goal of money isn't to impress people. It's to give you control over your life. It's the ability to wake up one morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. It's having control over your time. That, my friends, is the highest dividend money can pay. So, forget the complicated formulas for a second. Focus on your behavior. Save consistently. Be patient. Keep your ego in check, and define what enough means to you. Master your own psychology, and you'll master your financial future. Thanks for tuning in. If this hit home for you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how we can all live a richer life. See you in the next one.